Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'd like to thank Mr. Scott for yielding time and for his leadership on this issue. I rise today in support of H.R. 1256. It will lead to stronger, more robust set of regulations for the derivatives market. And let me be clear, this is not an effort to roll back Title VII of Dodd-Frank or to weaken its reach overseas. In fact, its intent is to harmonize regulations for cross-border swap transactions, to eliminate confusion, and to prevent the establishment of two sets of rules in certain jurisdictions, which we know will leave us vulnerable to companies who would want to exploit those loopholes. In fact, this is a goal that our former chair and ranking member articulated well in a letter that he co-signed with Senator Tim Johnson to the regulators dated October 4, 2011, in which he says, U.S. regulators should work with other international regulators to seek broad harmonization of appropriately tough and effective standards. Should current harmonization efforts ultimately fail or prove a race to the bottom that would undermine effective regulation, the U.S. would, of course, reserve the right to proceed to extend the application of its standards to overseas operations. That's exactly what this bill does. It calls on the CFTC and the SEC to issue joint regulations in overseas markets. And in G8 plus Hong Kong and those markets where there are already rigorous regulations, the CFTC and to determine whether our regulations are strong enough, and if they are not, they can apply our regulations there. So this bill is a good bill to create one set of regulations around the world that will be strong and clear and consistent. Thank you. I yield back.